Changes to this side. There's no Sunil Narayan, and we've got Devsic, Fakhar Zaman, Salman, McCullum, Gulrez, Saul Akhtar. Bilal Asif comes in. He's the all-rounder who bowls off-spin. Yasir Shah, Kyle Abbott, the South African fast bowler, Mitch McClenaghan and Shaheen Afridi. That is the Lahore Qalandars. Darren Ganga's alongside Darren. And what about the Zalmi? Can they reproduce what we saw yesterday?
A fantastic informed team that they are. With our Zalmi, Hafiz at the top of the innings. Kamran Akmal was excellent in their last game. 75 runs, man of the match award. Dwayne Smith, he started really well, just gone off the boil a bit. Both himself and Wessels will need to produce with the bat. And Darren Sammy, he's been explosive at the back end of the inning. He will need more of that today. They're bowling Dawson, Umad, Hassan Ali. They've been really good. Wab Riaz and Samin. All looks like a formidable bowling unit.
Qalandars have won the toss and they're going to bat. And when you look at the HBL PSL points table, we know that Islamabad and Quetta have qualified. Islamabad will be the number one. Nobody can overtake them. But here's the scenario. If Zalmi lose today, then Karachi Kings will be through. But if Peshawar win, if they win today, then Karachi will need to make sure they win or don't lose to Islamabad later today by 15 or so runs with 2 overs remaining. It's that close because of the net run rate, and Multan Sultans will be looking at every ball bowled, because if Peshawar lose, then Multan Sultans will go through. It's as simple as that. Those will be our top 4 teams. It's on a knife edge here, and the men in yellow go out there, the Zalmi, for one last outing. Their captain is not 100% fit, but we saw yesterday we had a blitzkrieg from him on one leg. Darren, he's the pride of the Caribbean from St. Lucia, as the umpires get prepared to catch, make a decent catch. We've seen 1 or 2 drops, haven't we?
We have. And we've seen some drops on the field as well. I don't think we'll see a drop today. Comes from very high, sits nicely in the hand of the umpire. Darren Sammy, as you said, he will need to deliver yet again for his team. He's bowling first this time around, so very different to their last match that they played. Fakhar Zaman, he's also been in very good form. 3rd highest individual score with the bat in PSL. What a striker of the cricket ball he is. Young, amazing talent out of Pakistan. That's a great thing about this tournament. We're in the last day of preliminary matches, and still 2 teams, they need to qualify for the playoff.
Anton Devsic, the New Zealander, left-hand bat, good strike rate in this PSL, 153. Hassan Ali will open the bowling, it looks like, for the Zalmi. And let's say hello as well to Wasim Akram and to Tom Moody. Wasim, Moods, we know you're watching this, because we know that every ball counts for Multan Sultans. Destiny, your destiny is in the hands of Zalmi, we know that. But even if Zalmi win, there's still a chance you can get in. It's all about net run rate at the end of the day. So we hope you're sitting comfortably there in your hotel, Wasim and Moods and everyone in Multan Sultans. Here we go. That looks like a mirror. That's why Danny Morrison was looking into it for so long, combing his hair. I wish. We have our cool and cool umpires, Shazab Raza. Here he is, Shazab Raza, and Rashid Riaz. Shot, clipped nicely. It's only going to be 1 though. I'm not sure they'll go through for 2. What impresses you about Fakhar Zaman? What really appeals to you about him?
Well, he's an instinctive type player. He plays every ball on merit, doesn't really premeditate that much, and that's good for T20 cricket. Sometimes you don't have to overthink He plays his natural game, doesn't look mechanical as a player, and it has really produced dividends for him as a batsman. He's scored at the international level, and yet again he's there in the top 5 leading run scorers in HBL PSL 3.
It's a play and a miss. Ramiz, you were out there with the captains. The pace of this pitch, are we going to have some is the ball going to carry?
It doesn't appear to be a fast pitch, but it'll have a bit of evenness. And nothing much has changed. I've mentioned it so many times. My first visit to Sharjah was in 84-85, and the pitch has remained the same. Grassless, glassy, road. Just be a little careful of Hassan Ali, because he skids the ball and he's at you at pace. And he's pretty accurate as well. So in the last 30 odd years, this 22 yards of surface is exactly the same. Straw colored grass, cracks that are benign and beautiful for batting.
If it's one thing, it's a little darker brown in color, and that says there's a little more moisture. Remember, we have a double header as well.
Yorker.
So I expect that it will play better for the first match, and maybe a little bit lower in bounce for the second one as the moisture dries off.
I tell you what, I walked out. Walked out there. I've never played here, but when I've played on some of these the harder pitches that they used to prepare in England, and even in South Africa, there's our groundsman who's done some wonderful things in Sharjah. It's the spikes for bowlers. Right, lofted for 6. That's our first 6 of the day.
But when there's pace, there will always be runs. The end of the first over, 7 without loss.
Point I'm making about the surface from these is that the spikes, as a bowler, you're almost scared of skidding on this. It's like concrete out there.
You know, our first experience of Jamaica pitch, and I'm talking of 88, is pretty similar, or was similar, because it had gloss and shine and bounce. And we only could play a 3-day game, I remember, and Ian Bishop was running in. He's probably playing his second or third first-class match, and hit Mudassar Nazar flush on the helmet, I remember, and he was down for the count.
I don't think Bish. I don't think he was the only one who did it too. He was fearsome. Nice looking shot, no run.
Yeah, the preparation for that pitch in Sabina Park, they skid roll that surface. They wrap like a tarpaulin, polythene over the roller itself and skid roll it so that there's a sheen. Ball slides on. There's a little bit of a turtle back on that square as well.
Yeah, I also remember, Darren, that, you know, after, I think it was the second session where, while patting the pitch, you could find bottle tops rolled in the pitch as well.
Oh, that's a wide. I'm sure that'll be given a wide. It is. Rashid Riaz.
Yeah, that's a unique thing about playing cricket in the Caribbean. The pitch is very different from Jamaica to Guyana to Trinidad and Tobago. Very different. So it requires a lot of skill to score runs on it. Alan?
I bet so. In fact, some of the better pitches for the CPL in August, September last were the ones in St. Lucia. Really good carry there. Good carry. That's been a good start. I know we've only had 9 deliveries, but the bowling has been spot on, and you need to be on this pitch.
I just wish they could use Wahab Riaz with the new ball. Have a look at this beautiful surface. Mirror-like. Shimmering in the heat. Wonderful pick, that.
He is so unconventional. Sometimes the bat comes down at an angle you would never think is anything but orthodox, but Fakir-Zaman, he gets runs. My goodness, does he get them.
He puts a lot of effort into his shots. You know that he's giving it everything. He commits himself. Anything straight, he will dispatch you through the onside. Lots of pulls, straight drives. That was a big one down the ground. 94 from 50 in his last innings.
Well bowled. Good change of pace as well, and a good line to Devzic. Now the Qalandars have won the toss here. There's no Sunil Narayan in their team. It's just a little cloud above Sunil Narayan for the moment. His action was reported in the previous match, so he's not playing. Could have played, not saying that he was bad, not at all, but he could have played in this match, but he's been left out of the playing 11 for this. Well, that has been helped on its way into the stands. Wow, that's a big hit from Devzic. 2 gone. The sun is shining brightly and it's a very warm afternoon. And it's Hassan Ali. Good crowd in today on this Friday here in Sharjah. Qalandars, we know, cannot make the playoffs. For Zalmi, they know that they have to win. They don't win, they're not in. And of course it has ramifications for Multan Sultans, and of course the match to follow is Islamabad against Karachi. So much hinges on the results today.
Yeah, it just goes to show, when there's less pressure, sometimes you get teams playing a lot better than they play when under pressure. This was the last over. Devzic hitting the ball out the ground. He can trust the pace, the bounce. There's his front foot. That's the confidence you have as openers when it's a good surface, a good pitch.
And the reason we've just had a delay is that the ball was hit so far over the stand and it bounced around the back of it, and Hassan Ali was waiting for the ball to be returned. So we are. That's already got some air miles on it. Now,
good economy rate in the power play overs. Very few bowlers can handle the pressure. Bowling in the power play overs, Hassan Ali is definitely one.
Round the wicket this time. Oh, well bowled. Brilliant change of trajectory from Hassan Ali as well.
Awful shot. Fakhar Zaman there, he's got so many options, but he tends to do that every now and then, just like Kamran Akmal did initially in his innings, just clear the front line and go absolutely cross the line away towards mid-wicket. I think this pitch is tailor-made to hit the ball down the ground.
Yeah, I like when I see bowlers be innovative in terms of what they do. Hassan Raza would have started over the wicket. Hassan Ali, I beg your pardon. And he's not afraid to change the angle on the batsman.
I saw him demolish some of the world's best during the Champions Trophy by bowling this angle around the stumps to quality left-handers.
Helped on its way. That's not a good line from Hassan Ali.
That's like playing into his hands. He liked the leg side play. Fakhar Zaman, it set up very nicely and a smack for 4. Got to pitch it up and try to swing it away from middle to off. I know it's a very difficult ball to deliver, but that should be the idea. That is the reason why he's bowling around the stumps, to angle it away from the left-handers off stump. Because that gives him a difficult angle to see. I'm talking from Fakhar's point of view.
Change of pace this time from Hassan Ali. Oh, how about that? It's the back of the hand release. Such a high level skill, that.
And to pitch it as well. It was pitched on a good length.
Slats! You put some weight on.
Doing out there, Ramiz.
Oh, he's done him! Hassan Ali celebrates. He's knocked over Fakhr Zaman, and that's a great strike for Zalmi.
Yeah, around the wicket angle working, and he's done it to many a great left-handers, and so he's not new to the job here, Hassan Ali. It's the challenging angle because he gets it to deviate. This was the off cutter, but the idea was to get it away from that middle stump to the off stump. Yeah, fantastic celebrations, and he's got the big man out. Fakhr Zaman has been castled for 6.
He's got 5 30s in this HBL PSL. Strike rate is, for him, it's too low at 109. Looks like he's got a brand new stick for this as well. Oh, it's a snorter. What a ball to bowl first up. It's the end of the over. It's all happening here. 19 for 1. Oh, Umair Asif's first ball is travelling. It's travelling. It's a good effort. Samin Golo was the man who's after it. He made the chase.
Did he make contact with the boundary while getting the ball? Yeah, I think so. Will be a 4 from that image.
Got to get a bit fitter. Samin, he's the emerging player, so this is his first regular season, I'm sure. He'll be looked at by the trainers, what needs to be done regarding his fitness. Develop a bit of flexibility, more lean muscle.
Devsic, 2 6s and a 4 now. Look where he's gone. Look where Devsic's gone, right across the stumps. So he was showing Umair Asif at least 2 stumps behind his legs. How many players do that? Steve Smith, Joe Root, Kevin Peterson, and in years gone by, the great Vivian Richards. Showed you his stumps, but you had no chance of hitting them because he hit the ball more often than not.
Yeah, man. He used to hit across the line.
But you daren't tell him. Yorker, good length.
Why is he itching to hit the ball out of the park? They've just lost Fakhr Zaman, and that's been the downfall of Qalandars in so many matches this year. A wicket goes down, the other one follows suit, and they just continue this reckless approach. He's got plenty of options and talent. He can surely give himself a bit of time. Another 5 minutes before he absolutely go berserk. All or nothing. I think that approach has hurt Qalandars quite badly.
It's also pretty well bowled as well by Umair Asif. He's just changed his length. He bowled him Yorker length, went wide. What's he got? Just looking at his field, he's got fine leg and third man. They're up inside the ring. Now Qalandars could have done with Spider-Man earlier on in this tournament. They could have done with Superman as well.
Yeah, well, both Hassan Ali and Umair Asif, what's important is the length and line that they're bowling. This delivery, although it was a slower ball, the length was impeccable and the line as well. Just making contact with the top of off stump. That to me was the crucial thing, getting that wicket. Oh, Fakhr Zaman.
It's gone big again. He's dragged this. And Devsic has got his rangefinder well set. That's on to the roof of the stand. That's his third 6.
Yes, he seems to be targeting the roof brolly there. That's the second one that's landed on top of that roof. It's clearing the front leg a la Fakhr Zaman, but the connection was great. Yeah, all he could do was see it sail over the infield and hit the roof brolly on the full.
The tented roof. I like that. Nothing tentative about Devsic though, is there? 29 on the board.
Yeah, everything dented because he's denting the bowling.
showing his intent. Come on, there's a few more there. Full toss. Oh, he's got a leading edge. Bowler! Can't. Oh, goodness me! That would have been top of the pops. Until next PSL. Brilliant effort by Umaid. 4 gone, it's 30-1. Anton Devcic might well have been on the walk back, but there was a fantastic effort by Umaid Asif. Here's Samin Gul. Smash. He hasn't really caught hold of this. This attempted catch just tells you, it shows you how difficult it is, those catches we've seen this PSL, with the players diving full length forward.
That was a wonderful effort. Have a look at Umaid Asif in his follow-through. Had to turn around and then got it and then hit the turf hard. And that made it tough for him to just hold on to that wonderful catch that would have been recorded as probably the best of the lot.
I think so. I really do. Oh, he knows how close that was. Brilliant effort.
Yeah, only if it had slided softly or fallen on the turf softly. Just fell extremely hard.
Well, that's the one thing you see, Ramiz, he's a big man. And a big man falls heavily. Whereas, you know, we've seen some tumbling catches. Junaid, and remember his catch, and Mohamed Hafiz and Ahmed Shahzad. He would have been rubbing his head and shoulders as well. Might have been worth $1 million, that catch. It's one thing that Danny can't do, and he will never be able to. Those days are gone for Danny. Right, McCullum, hello. Chaka into the expensive seats.
Typical Brendan McCullum. He's only faced 2 deliveries before this one and charges the bowler. That's how fearless this man is. He is the icon of aggression with the bat.
88 metres that hit, and that's gone amongst the VIP, so we could have had a VIP catch.
They're not supposed to catch. They're just supposed to watch the game in an elegant fashion, elegant manner. Not worry about tidying up, sipping tea, having a biscuit like you, Wilco. British chai,
Little
in
chai.
a proper cup and saucer.
Oh, a bone china, please, Ramiz.
Bone china.
So typically Brendan McCullum. Now Pepsi catch a craw. These guys, keep an eye on McCullum, fellas. Chance of getting in on $1 million. I beg your pardon, 10 million. A craw. Getting my figures wrong here. 10 million, 1 craw, part of the deal. I think we've had 10 odd catches so far. Oh dear, that's a slip out of the hand. It's a wide. Umpire will signal wide here.
Round the stumps is not an easy angle for all the bowlers, and because he was hit for a straight 6, he wanted to change the pace, not give any pace to the batsman. Got it absolutely wrong, but he'll try his hand again. Can he do a Hassan Ali act here? Round the stumps, angle the ball in and take it away.
It's opened up again. Oh, stopped. Mohamed Hafiz has stopped 4 runs there. You can give him those before he starts batting.
Yeah, still a very good fielder. That's an extremely good effort. Mohamed Hafiz there recovering well to pick up the ball. That was a big hard smash for 4. But Hafiz came in to rescue the bowler and his team with that lovely full-flooded dive.
Back over the wicket now. Samin Gul. Oh! Qalandars did not want, and Samim goal just bowled straight and he clatters into McCullum's leg stump. That is a huge disappointment for the men in green.
That's really not required by Qalandars. It's just this reckless approach that disappoints you, because it's just walked in across the line on a pitch where it's so easy to lift the ball for a straight six.
Strike rate up a little bit. He's coming there at a crucial time. Captain's just disappeared for 7, and we've only got 1 over left of the power play for Lahore to play. Spoilers. Wahab Riaz. Be aware of the mo that can go. Hello, Baz.
कैसे हैं Danny up? Well, one Kiwi isn't happy. Trying to smash this into tomorrow. Wickets go tumbling. He's ended his 2nd season in PSL without a 50.
Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? And he limped off too. I just wonder whether he didn't tweak a knee. See that front foot? I think his front foot, the spikes, might have got caught and he's twisted and he limped off the ground. So I certainly hope he's got IPL coming up. He's got other things, but it would have been nice to see him get a 50 today, McCullum. He's good enough to get 3 or 4, but he did limp, didn't he?
A lot of limping going on. In fact, there's a lot of artwork going on.
Oh yeah, I saw some amazing artwork down there before. I don't know that it's a great depiction of myself, but it's absolute. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. We'll get back to that, Michael Slater.
All right. We're not. It's coming here. Are you the artist over here? There he is over there.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Oh, I think it's fantastic then.
Let's have a look.
All right. There we go. There's Ramesh. What do we think?
That's gold. It's such a likeness. It's unbelievable. It's like a photo. Look at beautiful. A little bit of roti, but, you know, nothing wrong with it. Flushed in the cheeks a little bit more and bigger.
Bit fuller in the face?
Oh.
Or is that me?
Oh, we love a roti.
What about Ravis?
Keep hiding, Baz.
That's you after your UAE tour.
All right.
Gold. Where's Rambo? Oh, there he is, Mr. Gucci. Class act. Look at the hair.
He won't be happy with that. He's very conscious about his weight, isn't he?
We'll sign it for you, champion. He's taking a photo. Listen, you can just shed about 5 kilos off the face. I'll sign the one tomorrow, okay?
It's your brother.
Well done, buddy. Fantastic. I'm honoured.
Oh, and that's on it as well. On its way. A fine leg. With a little flick from Devsic.
Yeah, it's just helped there, Baz, wasn't it?
Yeah, Devsic down the leg side. Easy as pie as he picks it up and deposits it over the fence. Maximum.
Oh, that's the joy of having the left and right hand combo. Bowler's got to get it right and change back. And that happens. And there was a little single to get Devsic back on strike. He's going at 188 with his strike rate at 32 from 17. And he's going to keep the strike. So 9 off the 6. The power play's over. It's 49 for 2. Not time for change. The bowling department. Liam Dawson with his left arm orthodox. It's hot and sunny. He's got the shades on. Comfortable. Got a good little breeze in too. Nice little zephyr across the ground. He's decided to go with a cheeky little reversey straight away.
Yeah, he's had good effect too, Dawson, hasn't he? He's one of those. He doesn't turn the ball much at all, if at all, on a pitch like this. But we'll see. The old one might grab if he slows it down.
It's more the nature of deception through the air and the skiddy nature of this pitch that can get you in trouble, particularly if you're starting to work across the stumps or cut a little bit close. That inside edge back onto the stumps is always an option.
He loves doing that. I'm just wondering whether Devcich will go slightly to the leg side, open that offside up and hit against. 50's up now for the Qalandars.
And with Dawson, we saw that deception yesterday. He was really under the pump when Shahid Afridi was really going. And he just floated one up slightly wider. So the little bit of subtle changes that he has have been very effective on these wickets, especially where the ball's not, sometimes doesn't arrive.
Yeah, 3 for 17, Baz, in his 4 overs. And of course, that 2 was a day game. So you're right, Slats, I think with that proud scene, just give it a little bit more hang time, maybe against the right-hander. Oh, that zipped in too, didn't go off the straight. A little bit quicker as well. So a little duel here, with the ball only 6.5 overs old.
It's been another fairly healthy power play. It's completed now, but close to 50, not too bad. They've been good, haven't they, Lahore, right through in their power play. They had no hesitation in batting first. I think they can see that just being able to get a stride early and try and finish batting 20 overs, which has been the big complaint from Brendan McCullum, and it's what they would have spoken about in the early phase of the PSL is, come on, let's not lose these 4 or 5 wickets in a clump, which don't allow us to fulfill 20 overs.
And help yourself with clearing that front hip. Ah, yes!
Talked about Dawson being a good inclusion for Peshawar, but this man, Devcich, has really played well for Qalandars since he's arrived. He makes sure that he was low enough to get that elevation, back leg on the ground as his slog sweeps.
Oh, it's a good shot, isn't it? HBL Spider Cam directly above that shot just to see how far he had to reach it.
Put down, would have been a miracle catch. As it is, it's gone for 4. A dozen off that Dawson over at 61 for 2. Improvising or playing with more orthodox strokes. And he's in a mood and in a groove, and Hafiz is trying to help out with the beard that's feared.
Well, it is today, but this is a little bit of a lucky break. It's an interesting option, given those 2 men were behind square and quite tight together. So I always find it intriguing, that option from a batsman. There's one there, you can go either side, it makes more sense, or if you're trying to go high over the top. But he just ploughed a massive 6.
Sameen, another little crack for him. He's got 1 for 18. He's into his 3rd. Power play wasn't bad, Baz.
As usual, Lahore Qalandars very good in that initial power play. Yes, he started off with hitting down the ground, big hits over mid-wicket as well. He's been a revelation. Hassan Ali, not far from the action, gets a wicket, but it's Devcich pepping the leg side. Terrific catch. Not completed.
Just watching that replay of Hassan Ali, I've often wondered to do himself a mischief. A little hernia. He rips back and gets hyperextended with a big celebration. It's a cracker. It really is.
Oh, it's a good effort, isn't it? It's brilliant effort. But just hope McCullum hasn't done something to his knee there. He limped off. And I just wonder whether those spikes got caught in the hard surface and on the swivel. The boot didn't release and he's tweaked his knee.
Yeah, easy to do. It's hard surface. I think about, in Australia as well. Spikes getting stuck in the turf, the pitch.
So watch the swivel, Dan. To smooth out the swivel.
You and I have that problem on the dance floor, don't we? Not you, Baz. You're not allowed in. ricochet. Oh, direct throw. Would have been a run out, definitely. Would have been unlucky because of the ricochet off the bowler.
Yeah, he's gone. He gave up in the end. He was absolutely stranded, and he's gone way over the mark. And you see how far out he was, and then they take the single, but had to go for them. There's the youngster. And he's 17 years of age. That's how you can tune or stream. It's cricketgateway.com or .pk if you're in Pakistan.
Oh, mascots galore. Now, got away with that one, Fields. Just got to watch that pace from Zameen. He's slightly off. Now, Hassan Ali's got a bit more pace than Zameen. Angle of coming round is a cracker. Look at the release. There's the back of the hand. And then the off cutter to finish. And the deception through to get rid of Fakhar Zaman. And careful, Chief. Watch your fitness.
Oh, he's given it the big firework explosion there, hasn't he? Got all sorts. We've got the no stroke, we've got the shake and jiggle. And then we've got that one nicely played. Well, we wanted to go back.
Which one would you like best? The headbutt, maybe? Dan was good at headbutt.
The headbutt. The Merv Hughes earlick. That's a terrible one. No, that's been ruled out for health reasons. No, I like the big firework. I like the big Shazam. Bang! Boom!
It's a statement, isn't it? Right there, it's sort of half in your face as a batsman getting out, and he's sort of doing it far enough away, but you can see it. It's in your peripheral. The old chainsaw pass, Brett Lee's chainsaw. It was a cracker. Well, we've had 8 overs here, and it is a clickety-click, 66 for... Dawson to continue. Had 5 singles in the previous over. Get the strike back to Devcich. He can. Just a little cheeky single will do. That's what's happened here. And this is good for the Qalandars to get Devcich back on strike.
Yeah, it's a good point. You want to keep a momentum. I think you want Devcich to keep going if you're going to get that big total. And they're set up now, current run rate of 164. And obviously with wickets in hand, you've got that strong launch in the final 5 overs. But he's 46 from 24, and it's been awesome striking. So he needs to keep going. But the pressure on the big score is him getting an 80, I reckon.
And with the left arm spinner, it makes sense that left-handed batsman on strike. Got that 6 and a 4 in last over. Slater wasn't happy with the reverse sweep, but it was effective. Crowd coming in Friday. It's like a Sunday here, isn't it, Danny?
I knew you'd have a crack. Golden. Basit Khan on the money. No, hello! Join the act and give it some! Bottom hand of the party on a Friday.
Yeah, he's into action, and that's the first big one for him. Salman, he's a good player too. We've seen some good displays of batting from him throughout the PSL, and that would have felt good. Lining it up and kept the head down. Notice the eyes stayed down on contact, and away it went, just as the owner of Lahore sit in front of us. What about the emotion that he's been riding throughout this PSL? And I don't know, there's always a smile on his face. Well, you see it all, actually. It's hard on sleeve, but he loves it.
Sure is. Forward runner, the oldest of the 3 brothers. Yeah, so this Friday crowd, it is certainly the best day of the week to get in. The sun is out, it's a double header, crowd coming in all the time. So they're loving this energy. from Devsic, and now Salman's pumped one for 6-2. We wanted to get that leg cleared and send it over mid-wicket.
मिलके लगाएंगे जान तो होगा साफ पाकिस्तान.
One more on the Dawson over. Oh, that's better. For Lahore, season 3. So field spread, a little bit more on that onside, as you'd imagine. Long on, deep mid-wicket and long leg. That is a good piece of bowling. Ties it up, Vessels gets in the way at point.
Gee, it's sliding on, isn't it? That one just slid on and was timed to backward point. There he is, Darren Sammy. He's loves a hard bed. Good for the back. And fantastic. He's been so good for the PSL over the years, and obviously defending champions. Good spirit. And he would have been happy after that win yesterday. He's just such a really good character, isn't he? And he loves, you can tell he's invested in his team and the PSL.
Still a knockout game for Peshawar though. Very relaxed. He's won them a couple of games just by his one-legged batting.
They're always in the thick of it. Captain Sammy. Oh, the pad there, was there any bad? Because it wasn't bad. Shout.
Oh, I know you'll see the keeper running down leg side. That's not far away. So he's come right across his stumps there. Right across the stumps. It's tighter than you think. It might have been just clipping leg and you need the finger to go up. Look, you can see leg stump. Not too far. It's probably just missing.
And of course, only get the one review. And Samim Gul, he's only 19. It'd be different if he was maybe 25 or 6 as a senior pro. And again, little leg side. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dawson. Wakey. Hello, who's that? Is it Hassan Ali flying? Yeah, it was. Wow.
Previous delivery, we were looking for the same gap, trying to get it fine of that short fine leg. This time Dawson helps it along. Hassan Ali. He saw Spider-Man earlier. Maybe that's the one.
That Slider Man. What a ripper. Hassan Ali.
Slider Man. If I was to be given a superhero power, I'm not sure I'd go for Slider. Not sure the power of sliding is going to do it for me.
He's the brother of Spider.
Spider the Slider.
That's the one,
Slider,
the mixture.
Brother of Spider.
Oh, it's been a long trip. And we've loved it to Sharjah again. 80 for 2. He's hunting up a half-century. Devsic. That's the one where Salman got away across and... Yeah, just the angle kept taking it away. Thought it might have been even closer than that.
Wilco would have given it out straight away.
The Oracle. A Ben-O. Devsic, he's surveying the outfield, he's surveying the field that has been changed and tweaked by Darren Sammy yet again because the bowler thought about coming round. Is he still? Samim Gul wants to come round. There he is. Come round to finish 10. Well bowled, slower full one. Good.
180 is very much on the cards. 80 for 2 Qalandars. Devsic once again with an impressive knock. 48, just 2 away from his 50. They look relaxed, Qalandars, as if a lot of weight has been removed from their heads. They've been expressive and explosive. That is how they want to play the game, and this is what we're seeing today. It's gone up in the air. Hassan Ali doesn't get across to that one.
And why not? Lahore Qalandars winning the last 3 matches in terms of form. 3 out of their last 5 matches. And the crowd's there in because it's the last set of preliminary matches. HBL PSL 3, a chance to see their favourite stars, both Pakistan and international players, flavoured together. 2 teams again playing for a qualifying place in the playoffs.
I mean, just had a fleeting view of that poster. And Danny has absolutely spoiled the fun for all of us.
Actually, these earpieces block the ear.
How could you, Danny Morrison? Pepsi catch a crore. Be ready. Qalandars seem to be in the mood now. That's more like it, more gentlemanly. Danny Morrison, more human. With bit of hair. My, when was that taken? 1878? Up and over, and almost carrying over the boundary line for 6. Umaid Asif was expecting just a little bit more effort from Hafiz.
He didn't try to overhit this one. Just a matter of using the pace. Luckily for him, he got it wide of the man at third man. Didn't have a chance. Mohammed Hafiz. Good result in the end. Second 6 for Aga Salman.
That went through, because we've termed it as a slow pitch. Nothing slow about that. Ball carrying over point for 6, using the pace of the pitch and the bowler.
Darren, look at this technique here, Darren, with Devcic. Look how he opens up with that front leg.
Yeah, he plays to his strength. He's a heavy onside player. What he does, he opens his front leg to get his arms going through the ball. And he can hit in that mid-on to deep mid-wicket region.
That's not something... 50 up for Anton Devcic. What a good innings this is for the Qalandars. It's come from 29 balls, 2 fours and 5 sixes. Splendid innings this from the New Zealander.
Yeah, finding some good form once again. He likes this Sharjah swing. Struggling a little bit. It is hot out there, but 29 ball 50. You need a batsman like this at the top of the order to establish strong footing and an aggressive platform for the rest of the cast to come in and have a say in the batting innings.
11 overs gone, 91 for 2.
Oh, Ramiz Raja. He's a Zalmi.
He's talking about Ramiz Raja Jr. actually.
Well, the beauty must be about Danny Morrison.
That's it, she's been impressive with the bat. Aggressive from the onset. Lots of shots through the onside, clearing the front leg. It's been brutal to the spinner, hitting with the spin. He's a little bit lucky as well, but he's played a fine innings. Exactly what the Qalandars will want from him at the top of the innings.
He has looked good, Aga Salman. there's Agha Salman, obviously, who's been impressive. Some of the names that I think can make it to the next grade for Pakistan. Shadab Khan is already playing international cricket, but Asif Ali of Islamabad United, Hussain Talat has been impressive. Saibzada Farhan is an opener, not used extensively, but he's also young and exciting. Fahim Ashraf is a wicket taker. Agha Salman, we're watching now. Ibtisam Sheikh, the little leggy from Hyderabad, I think. Oh, and he's 18 today, is it? 20 today. It's his birthday today. And Shaheen Afridi, the left armer. Umaid Asif, what a debut he had. 4 wickets on debut. Then there is Mohammad Nawaz and Mohammad Asghar. So Hassan Khan.
Hassan Khan as well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so plenty on offer, which is good.
So much hinges today. Zalmi have got to win. It's as simple as that. For them, for Zalmi to qualify for the playoffs, it's the top 4 to go through. No one is going to dislodge Islamabad from the top. But if Peshawar lose today, then the Karachi Kings will go through. But if Peshawar win, then Karachi need to make sure they win or don't lose to Islamabad later today too heavily. It's a 15-run defeat, or maybe by 2 overs. So for Zalmi to qualify, they mustn't lose this game. They've got to win this game to get to 10 points. 10 points ensures that they go through. Now, Multan will be looking at this match. If Peshawar lose today, then Multan will go through. Then, if Peshawar do win, and then Karachi have got to make sure that what they do later today against Islamabad is the right thing. Of course, a win will completely ensure that they make it, but it could come down to that net run rate. You can see the bunching in the middle there. The 2 teams, Karachi and Multan, the net run rates will come into the equation if Karachi don't get a win.
Yeah, wanted just a dab for a run, missed it. Here they go again. Facebook, YouTube.
You're on YouTube. I've seen your stuff on there, Rambo.
Thank you, Wilco. Please subscribe.
Yes, I've seen you there. Instagram, I've seen MJ_slats. Just go there. Seen Danny Morrison. He's called Steely Dan.
That's gone up in the air. Should be taken. He takes a good one. Dawson there. And the more celebrations continue. Let Hassan Ali help you out as well. He knows a thing or two about celebrating a wicket.
So unfortunate for Agha Salman, because he's played a fine innings. Good support to Devcich. Actually, he was more dominant in the partnership, which was 55 before this happened. Just hitting too much under the ball. This was a simple chance. We've seen a couple go a-begging, more difficult ones than this. But he makes no mistake. What about the celebration? Wahab Riaz, he's a genuine wicket taker. And he's amongst it, second highest in the tournament so far. Salman goes for 28, it's 95 for 3.
See the game, Gulrez Sadaf. He batted well in the last contest. Devcich still out there. 51 of 31 balls. Qalandars. We want them to smile. They always smile, even though Qalandars, we know, have not done justice to the talent. Oh, edge and boundary should be stopped. Wahab Riaz there with a good stop.
He was just cramped a bit. Ball was directed on his body. Didn't get enough room for his hands to go through the ball. Darren Sammy knows it. That's a big wicket. His contribution cannot be discounted in that partnership with Devsic.
That's another crushing blow from Anton Devsic. That is his 6-6, and he's enjoying the left arm spin of Liam Dawson.
Yeah, he's a great timer of the ball. Clearing the front leg. That's the way to hit a 6, and using the long handle. Yeah, he's holding the back from up. It wasn't a low grip on the bat, and then a smack down the ground. 6. Yes. Seems to be in a hurry to get to his 100. 65 now, 34. Couple of great shots.
I like the shot because he's not choosing the leg side option. Look how he goes straight, which is important in the execution and the result as well. Gets enough power, gets the elevation. That's a fine cricket shot.
He had almost misread the lack of pace on that ball, as if he was half-heartedly there, but then saw the ball meeting the middle of the bat. Projected score 174. Oppo moment, selfie moment. He's trusting the pitch completely.
This is not just an onslaught by Anton Devsic. He's going to gain a little bit of what this pitch, the pace of it as well, because he bowls a tantalizing left arm spin as well. He bowled very successfully in the Hong Kong T20 Blitz. Head and shoulders, move for 1 million. Get that done. Not very nice activity on a hot day, but it can get you a share of 1 million. So he bowls a left arm spin. His, in addition to the Qalandars, I think has been a great signing this year. But he didn't play the first few matches, did he? He wasn't in the first few matches. So I think early on in this season they missed a trick. Qalandars missed a trick by not having Devsic. This man as well, Darren Sammy, skippered the winning team in that Hong Kong T20 Blitz. And there we are, 2 international players who've done well, and they're doing well globally.
He's teeing off here, Devsic. 112 for 3. 6s galore. 7 6s for him. It's missing the stumps. Going down. Umaid Asif was pretty serious about that appeal. Fuller length, but going down.
Yeah, good length as well. When a batsman is teeing off, you get in there, the block hole. Didn't quite get the Yorker, but full enough to restrict run scoring and a powerful shot.
I think this is, if I were a bowler here now, this is a good chance to pick up a wicket. Devsic is swinging at everything. He's got 67 from 37. He's probably feeling just a little bit tired for his efforts. It's a very hot day. I reckon if Umaid Asif gets it in the right place, he's possibly going to get an LBW against Devsic.
He got quite a few eyeballs in the last innings that he played. Hitting the ball crisply. Straight 6, then a sweep shot. Making room, camping on the back foot, driving the ball beautifully. 42 off 27. 6 over mid-wicket, so we saw the entire range from Gulrez in the last game. Very useful for Qalandars.
He had a wonderful partnership with Sunil Narayan. 45 between the two to finish the innings. After the early onslaught from Fakhar Zaman, Devcic playing a similar innings to what we saw from Fakhar Zaman in that match yesterday. It's important for him to bat all the way to the end of the innings.
What are they thinking? 192, have they given up? Zalmi? Because every length is being treated quite aggressively by Devcic. They haven't found a way to quieten him down. Yeah, we're talking about a guy hitting 7 sixes in a score of 68. That's how he started, then a flick for a 6. There, pushed down the ground and once again hitting the ball out of the ground on that huge Raleigh. This was beautiful. Straight 6, flat 6, skimmer. Got cramped for sure.
Yeah, good adjustment. And that is what is required. I'm surprised that Darren Sammy at the halfway stage has opted for bowling Devcic outside the off stump. Yeah, that's what you want to see from your bowlers. Keeping their eyes on the batsman. Making the adjustment. Little shimmy there. And immediately, as if pulling it short. But it's not a bad option to bowl to Devcic outside the off stump. Maybe full, just within that white line on the offside. He's played a lot of shots through the onside. Prompt him to do something a little bit different. That is what Darren Sammy should be thinking at this stage.
7 sixes for Devcic in this wonderful innings. 3 players in PSL have hit 8. Kevin Peterson, Umar Akmal and Shahjil Khan. Can he join them? Can he get one more?
A good delivery, Yorker length. Bit of a basher.
Kyle Abbott as well, a newcomer into this Lahore team.
Hassan Ali comes in and that's dropped. Samin is the fielder. He's got to up his game in the park because that really should have been taken.
Hassan Ali won't be pleased with this. It's a change of pace. Devcic going again, looking for a 6 down the ground. It's always a bit tougher when it's over your shoulder, but he was there. And Hassan Ali knows. So, a charmed existence. Anton Devcic, maybe he went to bed early last night.
You see, it is so hard on Darren Sammy because he introduces a change in the shape of Hassan Ali. He's supposed to provide them with a bit of a relief. So the trap is set and he misses out on a sitter.
Yeah, it's always coached that you try to get to one side of the ball, especially if you're running back to take a catch. Ended up getting it wrong. Samir Gul.
Some years back, he also did the timeout.
Zalmi clearly have been below par in the field today. Yeah, I like that approach from the youngster. Gulrez there coming down the track, not worrying about the reputation of the bowler. Hassan Ali has castled quite a few this season. That's a good approach.
Devcic is reached 70. Strike rate is 175. And he's giving Zalmi a chance. He's trying to hit maximums as much as he can here. He's gone again. He's gone again for that big hit. I think Hassan Ali might have just given him a bit of a couple of words in Urdu.
Yeah, this is risky business from Hassan Ali. I just think you need to push the ball a little bit wider outside your stump against Devcic. There's no reason why you can't aim for Yorkers even in the middle overs. We're into the 15th over. You don't need to wait until the 16th, 17th, then to bowl Yorkers. We'd love to see more.
That's gone up in the air. He's provided another opportunity for a failure. It's Hafiz who's done remarkably well. This should have been a keeper's catch, but the keeper left it well alone, and Hafiz, without the gloves, has done a keeper's job.
Again, trying to hit to leg. Probably looking for more power than timing. Losing his shape. Did try to hit this one on the up. Akmal was getting under it, but luckily Mohammad Hafiz made no mistake. Wonderful innings comes to an end. 70 from 42. It's 119 for 4.
Right, and we also have a Go Lutlo strategic timeout.
So he's bowling exceptionally well. The run rate's still healthy for Lahore though, just over 8, and that was thanks to that innings from Devcic. Back in the pavilion now for 70 off 42. And a new combination out there, so Gulray along with Sohail. So that's the end of the 15th. It is 120 for 4. And it's a big hello to Zanab.
Well, nearly 200 runs in the PSL for Anton. Anton, congratulations. Well done on the performance. You must be pleased with the way things have gone for you in this PSL.
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, I came in halfway through the tournament when we were struggling for a bit of form, and just wanted to bring energy for the group and try and create a bit of spark and maybe grab a couple of wins.
Is it a bit disappointing that the Qalandars are picking up momentum right at the time when they're out of the tournament?
Yeah, it is a little bit disappointing. We probably had an opportunity to grab a couple of wins in those first 5 games, and if we had this momentum going into the semis, we would have been really confident going forward.
Now, talking about your technique, it's a little unusual, it's a little unique. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, I'm left-handed for starters, so that's probably half the reason it looks unusual. But I guess you got to do what you can on these wickets, and sometimes it's just about trying to find a way to score runs, and sometimes they're not pretty, but runs are runs, I guess.
What about today's match? What kind of target are we looking at today?
Anything above 150 I think would be good if we bowl well, but that's the thing, we've got to bowl well. These teams can score 150, 180, 200 on this wicket if we bowl poorly, so we just got to bowl well, and fingers crossed we get the W.
What's up next for you after PSL?
Off home actually. My wife's due to have a baby, so my winter will be basically changing nappies and early mornings, I'm afraid.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you, cheers.
Says it as it is, doesn't he? Aldeva had a big range though, like the 150, 180, 200. It's got a push me on 170. That's a nice stroke. That'll help too. That's been blasted through the gap. There's the first boundary to Sohail. 16 overs done. 127 for 4. The win yesterday, a big run chase. They set it up yesterday. Oh, that's a bad ball, isn't it? On the legs, slow full toss. So Umar has just got to pull it back here. It's his final over. He's gone for 30 odd. But yeah, a run chase of 170, 180 to win. We haven't seen anyone chase down 180 to win. But Lahore in strong position if they get 170.
Gulray Sadaf had a good outing last time around as well, and he's just looking good again. Just that boundary to get his scoreboard ticking. Waykeeper all these wicket keepers have their own way of playing. The risks come into play and they play these shots in weird areas. And this man, Sohail Akhtar, Lahore Qalandars in top, 65%.
Windbers getting amongst it early. That's a big call. Well, they have 1-3 on the trot. They're looking for 4 in a row here, those in green.
Sohail Akhtar came with a big reputation of being a really clean hitter of the ball, and we've seen glimpses of it. We saw that 6, which meant that they got into that super over. He does strike it long, and well, we've seen a little bit of him, and maybe this is probably the last opportunity. Yes, it is the last opportunity for him to show us what he's capable of.
Oh, he's gone the big hoy to the onside, didn't get hold of it. He was going big there, Golray. He's got a good hitting ability as well. We've seen it a couple of times where he can get on a roll. It's Kleinbushta. I tell you, he was a hard off spinner to face. Ended up developing that ball away from the right-hander, the Dusra. And very tricky indeed. Had good battles with him. They got a 45 and then no one else in the ring on the onside. 3 men back deep. And he's going to go that way. It's got a million miles in the air and it's got the distance. Smith can't do anything but look at it disappear over his mouth.
Up and away. Hey, it's a fabulous Friday. Wonderful striking. Sohail. They're loving it in the sunshine here in Sharjah. I thought for a moment it might have gone down Smith's throat.
Well, yeah, he's got the sunburnt roof of the mouth. Well, looking at that one, he was just up and watching it sail. He very quickly realised that the height might have stopped it going, but it just had enough on it. And it wasn't taken in the crowd either. It's the low ball. That's a better delivery. It's not quite the Yorker, but you can't get under that low full toss. So 3 overs remaining, 142 for 4.
Get now, Lahore.
It's hard now for them because Riaz comes in, doesn't he? He always bowls these last 2. He'll bowl this one, the 18th, and he'll bowl the last or the second last. Always. He's set up to finish it in this fashion. So this is how he bowls in the power play. That's in this one. And then, so he gets in quite short there. He's got a really good track, though, hasn't he, across? And then this is in the death overs. So you will see the Yorker length come into its own. And we've commented so many times on his ability to bowl. Arguably the best Yorker in this competition, I think. He's probably the most consistent with it.
Couple that with pace and with a bit of reverse swing, it just becomes impossible, especially for the right-hander, to get it away with the angle and swinging away and being so full.
So the economy rate in the death overs, 7.38. So that is the best in PSL history, and that's when the batsmen are really amped up, trying to go big. And, well, you can't do much about that. Just gets enough bat on it, enough edge on it.
It's probably the best way to play him. Just work with the pace, the angle, and once you get it fine enough, I don't think third man will ever have a chance with the pace that Wahab bowls at.
Baz, who was batting? What does he do? It's a cheeky little keeper. I don't know, they sit back in the box, and you're so right. They get little dabs, these guys. Dab, it's all just run, yeah, the dab, the dance.
Yeah, he goes big there, go right. The old dab. It's the old dance move, isn't it? This is the batting as we've seen it so far. Fakar 6, Devcic 7. He was outstanding. McCullum, he's got bowled for 7, so he got 1 away, didn't he? He got 1 big shot away, and the 28 from Salma was very constructive to the innings as well. So they're still on track for 166 with the current run rate. running across the stump. So, you know, Riaz is that sort of bowler. You've got to try and do some different things, but it can bring about your downfall because he doesn't really give you too much.
Talked about the dab, we're now looking for the scoop. But maybe just go through the offside. Mid-off up in the circle, you've got cover there. Nobody on the fence in front of that deep point.
Well, it was there. It's just execution. And then it'll go over the top of third man. Well played. Using a bit of extra bounce and pace. Big Dan has got the wolf whistle going. He loved it. End of the over. 1-5-3 for 4. Oh, yeah, that works. That's a great start to the over. Too short from Ali. And now Sohail. He's into action.
Maximums galore. 13 now from Lahore Qalandars. That one, slow one, short, and he smoked it. Powerful man, and smashed it over the fence. Just been hitting those sixes at will. Oh, good effort, one-handed.
Well, I think Tom Moody's head's ringing. He's just jumped so high in the air. He's hit the roof. Celebration. The Multan boys, they're sitting there. They're nervous. They want Lahore to take the Zalmi down. That's a good delivery. It's a good comeback right up there.
Sure is. First delivery of an over that disappears, and you've got to fight back as a bowler, and he's done well there, Hassan Ali. He's 2 for 20, 3.2, so he hasn't gone the distance, but he's been struck for a couple of maxims. So 12 runs and 2 shots of the 2 for 20. It's impressive again from this fella.
It's just the length is so crucial. It's attempted Yorker again.
Wahab Riaz has one. Hassan Ali in his last one, so it'll be Wahab Riaz closing out the innings. But a question for Slats. Slats, you love the Sharjah wicket. Explain this. Not a lot of fours. 13 sixes, just 6 fours.
Oh no, what's going on here? And there's a race to the stumps and he misses. Dear oh dear, talk about some headless stuff going on now. That was just a charge up from the non-striker. Galray had no interest in running. And then it was a dash to the stumps, but he realised that he had to throw it. Just shouldered arms. He's run 4.
Was another boundary on offer. All run. As? Got to get those 4s up, you're right. 6s, isn't it great? 6s, maximums, outweighing boundary 4s.
Sohail now. Oh, he cops another Yorker. That's a good comeback after the 6. That was the first ball. He's been able to really pull it back. He realised, oh no, don't go short here.
Milke lagayenge jaan to hoga Saaf Pakistan at the moment. Lahore Qalandars are taking Peshawar to the cleaners.
Well, more 6s than 4s is always an unusual percentage, isn't it? Going more that way. Short boundaries, good pitch. They're all looking to lift. They've just sized it up and had those balls to hit in the air. And once it's hit here, it goes all the way. So that's the end of the 19. Oh, Sohail, he was going to barrel back, but was sent back as well. So 10 from it. Big over remaining. 163 for. He's got this ability. He's very hard to take in the final couple of overs he bowls. That one just spearing away a bit through the air also.
If he gets that right, then it starts round about leg stumpish. And then it clips the outside of off stump. Good luck about trying to heave that out of the park.
And again, 2 dots. This is fantastic. Riaz is so good in the death overs.
Yeah, makes such a difference. Last over and he's delivered 2 impeccable Yorkers. his strength with 153 clicks.
You've been playing with
not quick enough.
Yeah, well, that last one was 149. So that's the pace he's bowling now, and they need runs here, Lahore. That's he pushed it to Smith, and he's misfielded. So there's a bowl. Oh, the big fella, he wants to strike.
Yes.
He's got to come back for 2 there. That was a misfield. You've got to take the 2. Lahore need to get to 170, I think, minimum, for that just to resemble a hard chasing score.
Well, between overs, Slats, you and I, off air, it's going these two fighting for the strike. Now, you've got to be very careful. I've almost had one run out. Both of them desperate to be on strike to make a difference with the total.
Oh, well, the big fella, he's got to show that it was all for the right reason. He's got to change his length up from Riaz as a batsman. That's it. Well done. Okay. That first ball goes for 4. Another one on the 4 Qalandars. And Sahal saying, that's why I want to face.
There you go, exactly. And he's worked with it. He's opened the face and hit it behind point. That's the best that you can do. It's a terrific delivery and one-handed shot past point, but probably the best angle you can work with.
Almost feel that you can try going leg side to try and be able to do that a little bit more, because you know pretty well where Riaz is going to bowl it. He's going to keep honing in, although he has got that change up. Or you go at him and you've got to go late so he doesn't see it. Change the length, get that full toss to scoop over. We've got to change in the field. So I think we're changing the length right now. We've got a bit of confusion going on.
Yeah, and I reckon in terms of getting, got to go, if he's going to go with this field, leg stump, smash into leg. So they've got the third man, that gap in there. There's still cover on the fence and the third man. And the onside has got all the men on the boundary. Close the angle down on the leg stump.
Oh, Jesus. Brilliant. And then he's followed through. Riaz has fallen over as well. He's bowled 3 dot balls in the final over. 168 for 4. We've got 1 to go.
He's bowling quickly. Really quickly. He's sort of so quick that he fell over. Did Wahab Riaz, but it's been phenomenal with these reverse swing Yorkers.
Well, bad over, and they are chasing 180, but he's pulled it with only 5 from it. Final ball of the innings. And it should run for 4, so good finish for Lahore. They hit that 170 mark. He just got too much on the leg stump. It's 172 for 4, and it'll take some chasing. That's a pretty good total.
Asking rate to track down 173 in 20 overs is a little over 8.5, so it's 8.65 runs per over on a gorgeous Friday afternoon here in Sharjah. Crowd coming in all the time, double header of course, and we're looking forward to match 30 later on in the evening. Islamabad United up against Karachi Kings is the other feature here tonight. Green coming out, we're all ready to rock and roll just about. Darren Ganga.
Yeah, this is a wonderful opportunity for Lahore Qalandars to get another win. They've secured themselves 3 consecutive wins. On the other hand, the Zalmi, they had a good batting effort when they played their last game against Karachi Kings. Kamran Akmal in particular, he was brutal. 75 from 50. So too Darren Sami at the back end of the innings. So he got 36 from 15. So this batting lineup of the Zalmi, they do very well in the power play overs and as well the death overs. So you can't underestimate them at all.
Kamran Akmal, very capable because he's fresh off a 75. Yes, he was dropped early on 32, but he made the opposition pay. And can he get going here again in match 29? Ricky Vessels. Now, I ran into him prior to the start of play, and he really did want to open. He normally does back in England with Alex Hales in Nottingham for Notts County Cricket Club. So he'll relish this opportunity for Ricky Vessels to open up here and perhaps get after this total early inside the power play.
Well, it's going to be something of a record score in this PSL. 164 is the highest chase. Here's Devsic. Now he bowls gentle little bananas. He doesn't try and swing. Watch this. Did you see how he released that? There's a touch of a left-handed Narayan here, and it gets down the pitch. It almost sings a song on its way down.
Bit like you in your day. Swingers, little swingers out.
Danny, I wasn't that quick. But it's tantalizingly slow, isn't it? You'd want to hit, you see that, your eyes light up.
It is. It's the most difficult thing to bat against, and especially when there's no pace on the ball, you've got to use your power. Talk about the gentle banana. Devsic.
That's a good start. That'll feel good off the bat and good on the scoreboard.
Over pitch delivery. This guy's in some good form. Kamran Akmal just continuing where he left off. This was the conventional left arm orthodox, just angling in, but it was right there in the arc. Full face off the bat. That's a wonderful cricket shot. First 6 of the innings for Zalmi.
The highest score here in Sharjah this year chasing is 156 by Islamabad, and the highest score in Dubai chasing is 164 by Islamabad. So Misbah's team is going well. Danny, you and I never hit it like that. Describe that shot, Darren.
It's a classic cricket shot. Just extending the arm instead of hitting it on the ground, going straight in the air.
He's got this through as well. It's 4, it's a quick outfield, it's a warm day.
Well, I remember you playing a few of these, Wilco, along the ground, you see. We never hit it in the air. We were along the carpet, Darren G.
Probably backing away to leg.
Classy though, isn't it? And Vessels enjoyed that.
Oh dear, that's a reload. Umpire will just have some arm exercise here, and it'll be another ball. So there's a change of batting order here with Wessels going up in front. Dwayne Smith still kept back. And normally, most times I've seen him, Smith has opened the batting. I think that may be wide as well. So that's 2 extra balls. Now then, is Kamran Akmal going to punish him for the extra ball here? The answer to that is yes. So 20 off the Devsic opening over, 20 for no wicket. He's just faced the 1 ball in that opening over, gone for 20. Now this is Kyle Abbott, the South African, who's now playing his cricket for Hampshire in England. Oh, he's batted! He's chopped on here. Abbott strikes, and it's Vessels is on the way back.
There's a South African connection for you. Vessels knocked over by Abbott, his very first ball in PSL 3. It's his only appearance for those in green and black, and high fives, you better believe it. What a great start. And that's fine. First point of impact, it's clean, it's legitimate, it's fine. This is pretty good too with the zingers. Kepler Vessels' son has got to go early. He's out for 4, courtesy of Abbott. Yeah, gone for 4, first one down at 20.
Dwayne Smith, Barbados, West Indies in at 3, and Kyle Abbott. Well, he's probably been itching to go, Kyle Abbott. He's been a spectator for virtually all this HBL PSL. He's been sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, Wessel's just beaten for pace. Have a look at this. Bat comes in late, gets the under edge, cramped a bit, too close for the pull shot. He's really gotten accustomed to the pace of the surface. Leads to his downfall.
Come on!
And Kyle Abbott certainly filled out since that World Cup 3 years ago. But that bit stronger, a little bit older and wiser. It's a great start.
Just that little extra pace from Abbott. Well, that 20, the opening over from Devcic. 21 is the record. Cool and cool umpires. Shows up Raza and Rashid Riaz. There's Rashid Riaz. 21 is the record opening over for Lahore against United in 2017, last year. But that was 20 of Devcic. So he's immediately changed the equation. He scored 70. Wonderful innings from him, but he's conceded 20 with the ball. Tucked away for 1.
Well, this bowling lineup from Lahore Qalandars, there's no Sunil Narain. He's placed on a watch list. So there will be a lot of responsibility on Bilal Asif, newcomer into the squad, the off spinner. Even Yasir Shah, the leggy. That's the two spinning options here for Brendan McCullum. Sunil Narain, he could have played in this game. He's just on a watch list for his action in the last match.
Well, Kyle Abbott is no longer a test cricketer for South Africa. He's now given his services to Hampshire in England. He's a county cricketer. He's not playing any more cricket for the South Africans. On his test debut against Pakistan at Centurion in 2013, he took 7 for 29. On his test debut in 11 test matches, picked up 39 wickets. And South Africa were sorry to see him go. 2 gone, 23 for 1. Start, that's okay. Cameron Akmal will work with the angles with McClenaghan here. It's Andre Fletcher on the right. Hasn't played an awful lot of cricket, and Mohammad Hafiz, who was captain in the absence of Darren Sammy when he's injured.
Yeah, interesting. So the Spice Man, Andre Fletcher, it's a shame really, because he needed to get runs early. He hit that massive 6 in Dubai, the longest actually, 114 metres off big Mohammad Irfan. Huge.
I think that's pitching outside, leg stump. Good appeal, and it might well have gone on to hit the stump, so I think that's pitching outside.
Going for it. McClenaghan likes it. He wants it. So McCullum was asking. And we're going to go for a review. The Oracle, Alan Wilkins, left arm fraternity, thinks it's pitched outside.
Yeah, I'm surprised with this confidence from Mitch McClenaghan. Was it more emotion than anything else? First look of this. It appears that it pitches outside the leg stump, so they might just waste a review here.
Yeah, I mean, the bowler would have seen that ball crashing into the front pad of Cameron Akmal, and so he sees the ball hitting the stumps. But you watch here, that's pitched 3 inches outside leg stump. That's not a good review from Mitch McClenaghan. Stay with your decision. And so Qalandars now lose their review. Have to be a record chase for Zalmi. If they win this match, they go into the playoffs. It's as simple as that. If they lose it, they're gone. Spider-Cam, Spider-Man. Catch a game wherever you can.
Don't forget about the slider man, Hassan Ali.
Shot. Good shot. Full face of the bat. McCullum can't cut it off. Proper cricket shot from Akmal.
The old boy was not going to dive there, I promise you. Particularly when you're not off to Lahore to make the playoffs. It's, this one here, lovely stroke, but McCullum maybe 3 or 4 years ago, yeah, would have dived. But a nicely timed stroke.
Nice single there from Kamran Akmal. Had the chance to take notice of Kamran Akmal and his preparation before he plays. Spends a lot of time in the practice nets, taking throwdowns and working on getting that body weight going forward, playing up in the V's. Recognizes that this pitch doesn't really bounce that much. That previous straight drive is exactly what he's been practicing prior to this game. That's his way of getting himself in, seeing the ball off the middle of the bat, and he stays very low. Have a look at this. Very composed, low to the ground.
End of 3 overs, 28 for 1, Zal.
He's classy when he's on the go, Kamran Akmal. Just falling off his innings yesterday. Look at that, nice poise, nice flair. Doesn't move around a lot, but he's a compact player. Times it nicely off the back foot.
And again from Kamran Akmal. Well, he's continuing his form from yesterday, 75 against Karachi, and he started off well today.
Certainly has. Tell you what, this one's even a bit tighter. Not quite as wide, but you only have to be a fraction off on this very, very good pitch. And Akmal using the pace of Abbott and dining out from time in the middle yesterday.
He's one of 2 century makers in PSL, Kamran Akmal. Played a fair amount of international cricket for Pakistan. 53 test matches, 6 test centuries, 157 one-day internationals as well, and add 5 centuries for Kamran Akmal.
It looks a much more purposeful Kamran Akmal for Zalmi today. In previous innings, I mean, he must frustrate the dressing room because they know what he's capable of doing, and too often he kind of gives it away when he's got a start. But here, dare I say, he's played with a resolve that as if he's going to stay in for a long time, like he did yesterday. 75 yesterday. That's well bowled. He's gone for 2 fours first 2 balls, Abbott, and he's now bowled 3 dot balls. Can he finish off with another?
Just on Akmal, he gave that opportunity, didn't he, to Colin Ingram. He put him down on 32, so we're getting into this danger territory for Akmal. He's into the late 20s, and then let's see if he can go on once he's got a nice little start.
Well bowled, Kyle Abbott. That's really a good riposte from him. 4 gone, 36 for 1. Of tearing any attack apart. He's by nature an attacking batsman. There's not too many defensive strokes in his repertoire.
He struggles to get a start, but if he gets a start, he plays with the same type of tempo throughout his innings. It's one of the things that he's got to work on. Appreciate the ebb and flow of a T20 match. But he's a powerful player, Dwayne Smith. It's a lot of boundaries.
Oh, he's absolutely crunched that. And Cameron Akmal did well to get out the way of it.
Talk about power. A man from Barbados, stocky built, gives it everything. Get out of the way, Akmal. A lot more like this.
I think he was hit. If that had been straighter and had it actually Akmal moved once the ball had gone past.
I think they would have been a man down there, Zalmi. That absolutely flew off the Smith bat. Leg side, man up inside the circle, no chance of cutting it off. It's 4.
Two straight, definitely 2 straight. Dwayne Smith, you'll make a meal of this. That's too easy for him. Fine leg is up. All he has to do is use the pace, which he's done. Very good effect. Brendan McCullum might be better advised to use a slow bowler against Dwayne Smith. He likes the ball coming onto the bat. Doesn't really fancy it without pace.
Round the wicket this time. Gone leg side. Oh, it'll be a wide. Abbott chases. It's going to be a couple of wides here, or just the 1 wide.
It's a Friday, and of course Peshawar Zalmi, so a lot of batons in at Sharjah, and the noise. This goes up another little decibel or 2, even for the wide bowl, let alone a boundary or a 6-hit. And they're loving it here. They've come in numbers. Friday, social media, it's everywhere.
Bang! 4! How good is that from Cameron Akmal? Listen to these Zalmi fans. 50 up.
Just have a look at how low he stays in the shot. Doesn't really get up, and that's the power. He drives from the waist down, getting his body weight through the ball and hands. Beautiful shot. Look at the eyes on the ball. He's in great form, Cameron Akmal.
Yeah, it's another over. Look at it, 14 off, 1 to go because of the wide and the balance of this fellow when he's in form. Here, DG, just for you.
Yeah, pushing that body weight forward. Spoke about what he was practicing before this match. This is what gives him control. His head is very still. Once your head is still, when you're playing shots, you're always going to time it properly.
One off the last ball, 15 from this.
So far in the PSL to date. And Lahore just trying to pull things back, and the way they can do that is through wickets.
As the tournament is progressing forward, we're seeing some great hitting, great batting, but the standard of catching is gone down a bit.
Oh, too easy.
That's on the pads. Easy shot for Cameron Akmal. He's in glorious touch and form. You err and he makes you pay.
Coming off a man of the match in the previous game, he's in top fiddle. That one just down the leg side, and if Cameron Akmal bats, say, another 10 overs, this game is over. He's batting so well.
Yeah, you're right, Baz. He's the man now, isn't he? One way or the other, but Lahore need him if they want to win this one. And as we keep saying, Multan want this wicket as well, and they want it soon because they're watching this game knowing they'll be knocked out if Peshawar win it.
Always post selfie moment. He's looking good. He's looking to drive the ball down the ground. He's playing the cut shot as well after that very restless, circumspect start the other day. He's batting well. Some proper cricket shots being played by him.
Well, the youngster Shaheen got an opportunity to break it open. He's had some tough days at the office, but he's had that 5 for 4, which was remarkable for the youngster. And it would make him feel right amongst it if he could get a breakthrough in his opening over.
Gone round the wicket straight away, trying to cut off the angle. Dwayne Smith good on the leg side.
It's hit that very well, Smith.
The way that ball is travelling all around the field, you can certainly be sure of the quality of the pitch now. In case you were ever in doubt, have a look at some of the shots that are muscle. The speed of the ball that is travelling to the field is fast. Yeah, is good off the back foot, likes the cut shot. Can drive forcefully as well. Yeah, this was probably the best shot that he's played so far in this little cameo. 36 from 24.
That's a good delivery. It's the top ball to finish. It's a good over, in fact. It only goes for 6, 57 for 1. So here he is, Yasir Shah. And he gets that one wrong, runs away for 4. Is it wide? Umpire was looking for some sort of symbol from the batsman, I think, as to what it hit. He's just giving it runs.
Not a great start, and so the sweep was definitely on. Probably the top part of the bat or glove, who knows, but 4.
It's a better ball. He's just got to find a rhythm.
Yeah, big moment in this game. Yasir Shah against Dwayne Smith and Kamran Akmal. He needs a couple of wickets. They've gone to 61 for 1 and they're really motoring.
Oh, bowls him straight away. He's in the action. There's the celebration.
What a delivery. It's skidded off the surface and Smith was found wanting. This is what the Qalandars needed. A wicket. Yasir Shah has provided them with a very fine breakthrough here. He's accurate. That ball skidded through, not a big turner, in fact hit the pad and then shattering the stumps. Celebrations from Yasir, and Smith gone for 14, 61 for 2 now.
He doesn't tend to smash you around too much, but he's hard to get out at times. Off the front pad it was, deflecting to off stump.
Yeah, just played for spin when there was none there. Skidded off the surface.
Oh, he's just lending it down the ground for 1. Just wonder if McCullum's... Oh, it was a throw that nearly went for 4. That's a good effort in the backing up, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm just thinking about McCullum and his choice to bowl Debsic to start the innings. Went for 20, and I just... if he's still kicking himself. So he got hammered the other day when he started as well. It's a really funny decision. Anyway, that's gone. They've pulled it back. The run rate now is 9.3, and they need 8.3.
Watch out for his straighter one, the quicker delivery. It's a glass pitch, so he'll have something The pitch will have something for Yasir Shah. He's quick through the air in limited overs cricket. I just want him to maybe flight one or two every now and then. So economy rate is 6.27 in the middle overs. It's not bad, but he's a wicket taker. More of the same stuff. It's well bowled. 63 for 2.
Dramatic style on one leg.
He likes the cut shot, likes the drive. Few runs on the leg side today for Kamran Akmal.
He's found form. He's straightened his game up a bit, Rameez, I think. He was sort of hacking across the line. He's sort of almost been reminded of what he needs to do it well.
Yeah, today has been a different innings from him. A lot more straighter in style and execution. He likes the cut shot. That's not a bad shot. Then a push off the back foot into the fence. This was bludgeoned. As was this.
Interesting dimension here for McCullum is that Narayan is not playing. They've played Bilal Asif, who can bowl off spin. There we go again. He's with the crowd always. But yeah, Bilal Asif can bowl off spin. You've got Yasir Shah. You need him to get a couple of wickets. Is pace off the ball the way that he'll go. Narayan gave him so many different options. You could bowl him anytime.
Yeah, and if he didn't get wickets, he was slowing the run scoring down dramatically. So hard to get away in that super over. The other night, he bowled that over. Good bowling, youngster. That's the right areas.
143 clicks. Beautiful angle. From around the stumps to get the ball away is pretty special for the 17-year-old Hafiz. Looking for it. Searching for it. Wider of the stumps, and any little movement from that angle looks or feels huge. What about a Yorker? Need a Yorker at pace from him.
Here's the slipping play too, and he's been bludgeoned, but straight to mid-off. He's only gone for one, so that's 2 balls remaining, and McCullum will send a man back now to long off. So he likes bowling to right-handers. That's in this PSL. So it's 6 wickets at 19.83 and only 1 at 50, and we've got a lot of right-handers he's going to be bowling to. In fact, they are all right-handers. There we go, even Stevens. Woohoo!
They need Kamran Akmal to fire away. And because he's got a healthy strike rate, I think he can afford to block few. The last thing they would want at this stage is to lose a wicket.
Oh, terrific over. Shaheen, he's only gone for 3 runs. And everything else elevates after that. 6. Or it can be mixed around. Shah is going to bowl another one, and he'll be bowling to Akmal, who wants that cut shot into action again. He's so strong there.
Yeah, terrific. Gets down low. There's 2 men behind point, and he bisects them perfectly and at pace. Look at the power he gets getting down low and smashing it through.
Well, Yasir is not giving himself any chance to pick up a wicket because he is flat, he is quick, and he is off target this time.
Yeah, well, you can't give width to Akmal because he just thrives on it.
Just saw the wagon wheel of his batting. He scored something like 50% of his runs through that point and cover area, square cover.
He plays the spinner so well, And Yasir Shah must know that he's not going to float it up, because very, very strong down the ground as well, Kamran Akmal.
Well, there is at least a chance of a miscue. With that flatter trajectory, is going nowhere with it.
There's a better line, so he's still darting it in, but he's straightened the line up. See, that's 102, nearly 103k an hour. I reckon when you're slowed up as a leggy, you're probably bowling 88k an hour. Maximum 90, that's when you've got a flight and you're looking to rip it.
He's got to mix them up. He's got to have a better spread than what we're seeing so far from him. A quicker ball followed by a couple of flighted deliveries. That's a beautiful pick, that. Wow.
Yeah, the sun's starting to set here in Sharjah. Down he comes. He's looking to force that one, Hafiz, get himself going. And it's a big miscue. Yeah, it's been a hottish day, 28 degrees, perfect for a game. I mean, we don't have any dew factor. You start to think about dew, don't you? If that temperature drops to 24, 23 tonight, it's going to get wet, the grass. Have another look at these Akmal scoring zones. So through point 40%, behind point 12%. I mean, it's just tells you where he loves to hit. But he's going to hit it there if he gets short. So Akmal has raced to 48 now, 76 for 2.
Al-Asif, an off spinner, who was a good pinch hitter as well. First game for him this year, HBL PSL.
Yeah, no pressure, no pressure. Hafiz on strike, Offie spinning back and he gets run away. It's tearing away. Abbott, oh, he gets it. The first raking back didn't work, but he gets it in the end, the big fella.
Bilal Asif, he's got a fifer in one day international, but I don't know if that'll be relevant here at all. He missed it a couple of times. Yeah, no, second time he just got enough on it. I think he's all right.
Yeah, he's fine. It was 3 attempts, wasn't it? He's got the slide on. It's just that last one. How close was he? He's fine. Fine. Let's get on with it. Yeah, so his first game in PSL 3. And that is his debut. He's not played in one previous to this either, so he's come in and he's trying to control those nerves, isn't he? Lahore, Winviz saying 78%. So the run chase, they're not backing the run chase, Winviz.
Required run rate is 8.81. Surely that can't be that bad to give you a chance of a 20% to win.
It's all the data that gets shoved into the equation, Ramesh. You know, it's sort of history, matching up this ground. There hasn't been a run chase greater than 160. It's working on all those stats.
Except the X factor. Cameo, Sami, Akmal, Saad Naseem. That's not counted in.
Got a lot of stats from Dan the Man as well.
Good bowling, that one really bounced. So it's only 4 from it. With the ball remaining, this is very solid from Bilal.
Hafiz can't afford to blink here. He's 6 from 9 balls. Just got to get on with it.
Yeah, good over. That's a really good start. 10 overs gone, halfway there, and they need another 92.
Well, it Worm just started to dip a little bit here for Peshawar. The asking rate is, well, it's 9.2, nothing outrageous, of course, not when you're 81 for 2 and you've got Cameron Akmal on 49 from 36. And he's batting with such sense and sensibility. There's a little flash, a little wave of the wand from Professor Hafiz. So he's Mr. Percentage as well, normally. He's such a good thinker of the game in terms of his shot selection, Mohamed Hafiz. And he will be very impressed with Cameron Akmal at the other end. This is McMassive with cheese and fries. It's gone all the way on the roof.
You just felt that Mohamed Hafiz wanted a release. He's been bogged down for a couple of deliveries. And finally he frees himself. Slug sweep. This is not an easy shot. Look how quick his hands are through the ball and picks his spot. No turn on this delivery. Keeps his eyes, his head down. First 6 for him. Second 6 of the innings for the Zalmi.
Sure is. It's just helped the asking rate to come down, just fractionally under 9s now. It just shows you one big 6, and get ready, folks, out there. Pepsi Catcher Craw. Pretty much a full house here.
Great atmosphere, isn't it? It really is. And every run, every boundary that we see from Zalmi is cheered to the rafters. So the run rate is 8.4. The required run rate is 8.9. Zalmi making a wonderful reply to this Qalandars total of 172 for 4.
Oh, timing and power as well from Hafiz in this over.
Yeah, he's been ultra aggressive in most of his innings in PSL 3. Yet again, look at the use of his feet. He knows it's not turning. That's why he could afford to do so. Head down. There's no chance of the ball spinning away from him. Beats the man at long off. Power down the ground from Hafiz.
Risky stroke, but he's getting the range now. The feet are going nicely, Hafiz. Striking at 121. He's just hit a 6 and a 4 in this over, and it's revved up this crowd somewhat, who love Peshawar Zalmi in this part of the world. And again, with delightful footwork.
Yeah, that's Mohamed Hafiz for you. Wonderful use of the feet. Just feel that Yasir Shah should try and attempt to turn the ball. Whether he has to go around the wicket and just change the angle, but extract some turn from this surface. It will create the doubts that you want in a batsman's head to get a wicket.
No half century there. Can't get it past Baz McCullum. 11 done. It's 92 for 2. 11 as well. But, watchful here. Yeah, little smile. So be careful. Says Cameron Akmal, who he's made at the other end. They've just smote 6 and 4. Wants some more. Does Hafiz. He doesn't get this that well, but it does allow Akmal to strike back early in the over. The lip saddle. And what a way to bring up your half century. A skimming sixer. Yeah, a little salute heavenwards for Akmal.
His 4th PSL half century in this edition. Cameron Akmal. Symbol of consistency with the bat for this Zalmi team. Exactly what they wanted in this particular match.
And there's something significant about the way he saluted the dressing room. He knows how well he's played here, and he's repaying their faith in him.
And and disappeared into the sunset here in Sharjah.
He can't do anything wrong. Kamran Akmal, his third six of his innings. Riding off in the sunset with the Zalmi. On their way. Remember, it's a do or die situation, and that's the quality of the innings. Under pressure, they have to win this game, and he is delivering.
Fabulous shot from Kamran Akmal. Over the stand she goes. Somebody's got a little present out on the road. We've got it.
Yeah, all the way up to the courts, playing fields out the back of the arena here. Just talking about the Spice Man a bit earlier, 114, and now second on the tree, Kamran Akmal with that strike. 106 metres. A couple of Zellmeisters at the top of the tree. Gorgeous scene. There's the Burj Khalifa and a little flock going past. Oh, we've got it all for you, wherever you may be sitting back watching this. Fabulous season 3 of the HBL PSL. Check out the social media. You can't miss us. And more runs. Moods, leave your hair on. It's okay. Well, nearly a dozen overs gone. The asking rate has dropped from 9.2 to 8.2, courtesy of Akmal. 62 from 40, striking at 155. Little tweak in the field. I thought about a leg by. And we've had 12 overs here. I think we're going to have a little Galutlo timeout here. Yes, we are. Time for the Galutlo strategic. And they want 67 from 48. Man on strike, man on picture. Trying to get them home. And Mitch McClenaghan is into the attack again, left arm round, with a protection out there.
There are many things going Zalmi's way. His partnership, his jet as well. I wonder who is jumping on this one, Danny. Going to Lahore or Karachi.
Come fly with me, Alan with Salin. Yeah, well, they're sitting back. You mentioned Multan. Waiting the outcome of this game. It's well bowled. Be happy about this, McClenaghan. He's got Hafiz on strike. That's what he wants.
Well, if Peshawar win this match, they get the 10 points, and that guarantees them a place in the top 4, and they are through. If they lose this match, they're not going to Lahore for the players.
He's going to get in there. He's got away with this one, McClenaghan. Left arm around, that angle getting into the hip. And let's go! Oh, he's jumped the gun, I reckon. He's got a head start. Go, bro!
Go, 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 go.
Unlucky, Chief. Unlucky. The wrong shoes on. Give it a heave, and he does. Can't stop that Kyle Abbott. He is on the roll here, Kamran Akmal.
It rushed him a bit, Kamran Akmal. He's been out there from the start. That's good pace from Mitch McClenaghan. Didn't really go to hand. Just evaded the two fielders behind square. Darren Sammy, he loves it.
And there's just another person who's going to be doing the Uber race tonight, and that's Danny Morrison. The sun might never set. Danny Morrison.
Oh, do I? What
Uber
about you?
racer.
Can you? Racing out to point. Fakir Zaman does well. Yeah, you and I, Al. Why don't we do it together, Al? Those bandy legs of yours.
I think I might have to be on a scooter, Danny. Shane Watson, top scorer with 319 runs, but Cameron Akmal is only 11 runs behind him now. Babar Azam in there for Karachi Kings with 310, and Luke Ronke with 289.
So 13 done. It's 1-1-4. Great scene here in Sharjah. Nice little strike here. And does it go all the way? No, teamwork. Good stuff.
Well, it was the fine piece of fielding there. Aga Salman was the fielder. Could watch that all night. Danny, all you got to provide is the bees.
And the Uber. Uber helicopter to get you home, Alan. Like that.
Now, what's happened here? Cameron Akmal's done something here. He's got a bit of cramp. He's got a bit of cramp here. Now, he can't run, he can't go back. So he's got a bit of cramp here, and there's no way that Hafiz wanted the second, but he can turn around now and see that his partner's on the floor.
If you're a Zalmi supporter, you would definitely want him to be fit to continue batting. A very strong square wicket through the offside. Look at those shots. And down the ground as well, a couple big ones. And to the leg side. All around the park, what an innings under pressure. Team having to win. This placed them in a great position. Just 58 from 41 required now.
Well, Zalmi are on their way here. But if they do lose, if Zalmi loses this match, and at the moment they're 115 for 2, but if they lose it, then Karachi Kings, who are playing tonight against Islamabad, will go through. But if Peshawar win, then Karachi need to have a good win tonight, or they don't lose to Islamabad by about 15 runs or 2 overs. But any win or a narrow win for Karachi would do it. But for Zalmi, they must win to go through. What an innings this has been by Cameron Akmal.
And it's an innings where he had to deliver for his team. Good composure, good frame of mind, and his execution was impeccable. He always kept his shape, made some lovely shots down the ground. And he was powerful square of the wicket through the offside. This is his daughter. Only she wouldn't be able to celebrate this fine innings, but she will learn about it, because he's played so many like this, not just for Zalmi, but for Pakistan. Hoga Saf, Pakistan. Clean campaign. In the air. It will have the distance. And another 6. This is the man of the moment, Cameron Akmal. He's on fire.
Oh, he sure is. And he's moved into the 70s now with 9 fours and 4 maximums.
75 against Karachi yesterday, and this 6 takes him to 74. And he's going along at such a rate of knots. 168 strike rate. And now Zalmi needs 52 off 40.
I tell you what, gentlemen, it was worth a crack from Abbott. The stop and play, and he's hobbling still, and it was worth a crack to get in and play a hook shot of that magnitude. Speaks volumes, but he's struggling here, and he could have maybe another night hit it straight up in the air, but he has certainly got issues now with that left leg. Had the attention, had the stretching. He knows how it feels.
Be a good race, the Uber race, wouldn't it? Darren Sammy and Cameron Akmal.
It's a staggered set. No, I have to start at the back, sadly. I think I should be at the front with those three. Oh, that is class. It really is. It looks so simple, but it is not an easy stroke to put it there.
He remains side on. Mohamed Hafiz, that's the important thing in this shot. Doesn't get square, but comes from behind him. Up and over. Wonderful timing.
Yeah. Total control from Mohamed Hafiz. 1-2 to go. Dozen off already. We'll pinch a little single, and that's all Akmal will want. And he's got the last ball of this over as Cameron Akmal. He's 75 from 45. Smashing the house down. And all of a sudden, Zalmi have gone up to 60-40 pretty much in the Winbers. And it was a lot more greener than that at about 8 overs. Give it a heave, and he does. And he'll keep the strike here. Will Akmal. 128 for 2. Devsic, won't see him again. McClenaghan, he's got one up his sleeve that needed. And they're going to go to the youngster, Shaheen Afridi.
Well, that's heaping a lot of responsibility on the 17-year-old, but Brendan McCullum believes that he can do it. And he has delivered some fantastic Yorkers. He's in his appearances. So here goes young Shaheen.
And disappears first up.
And that's now 5,000 runs in 2020 cricket for Cameron Akmal.
Yeah, add the fact that he's gone to the most runs and leading that chart in HBL PSL 3. What a fine player. Most runs for Cameron Akmal. He's just gone past Shane Watson with this shot.
Well, there shouldn't be any looseners in T20. He's had a couple of overs. This is his third over, Shaheen. And he generally bowls better to right-handers, to Shaheen Afridi, at left arm angle or over the wicket, but certainly with an older ball, Shaheen Afridi is much better at bowling to the right-handed batters.
322 runs now. Cameron Akmal has gone above Shane Watson. Babar Azam in third, and Luke Ronke, who will be playing tonight, perhaps, unless they change their lineup. Islamabad and Fakhar Zaman, 277 for the Qalandars.
Oh, that's a goodie. That is a goodie. Left arm round, one for the over, but that is quick and a great height from the youngster.
He's got a little smirk on his face as well. Very good attitude from Shaheen Afridi. Oh, gets him busy. Cameron Akmal, despite being set, still being rushed. A lot of decisions for Brendan McCullum in this game. Still not over, still a long way. 1 wicket, 2 wickets could change the outlook on this game, but this man centre of screen, he's making it very difficult.
And that's the state of this game. Only just asking sevens, but you're right, DG, get one, you get two. And it is a different game. Come off the pad.
It's a good take from Gulrez, because fine leg is up inside the circle. He had to take it. What an experience. He's 17. Just a few weeks ago he was playing in the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup down in New Zealand. And here he is now. He's been entrusted with trying to make a breakthrough for Qalandars by his captain Brendan McCullum.
Wonderful changer. What a great slower ball from the youngster Shaheen Afridi. Good stuff. Look at it, only 112k.
Yeah, give him credit for the line as well. Wasn't too close. It was off the back of the hand. Kamran Akmal swung everything into that shot.
Back of the hand from the bowler, and the batter almost puts his back out. It just shows you a few dots, and all of a sudden their run rate that was going the other way is now 7.5. So it was at 7 a moment ago. Now who wants it? The bowler does. Youngster. No, never looked like it. Not easy though, Swirlers, believe me. Didn't lay a hand on it. We've had 15 overs. It's 135 for 2 now.
That's gone out of the ground.
Slog sweep at its very best. Kamran Akmal, his 6th of the innings, and it's just never coming down that. Gone out of the stadium, sailed away. Just about in the stadium. 101 meters.
Oh, he can't go wrong tonight. Absolutely nailing them.
Well, he might as well get to 100 now. He's on 95 from 54, Akmal. He is on song, and if you're going to drop him, he's going to go on and murder you, and that's exactly what he's doing. And it's now 26 off 28. Is he just going to run around eating singles? No way. Look for a 6 for 100 right now.
I mean, the timing from him has been flawless, and every angle that he's tried for a 6, it's worked. Pure magic from Kamran Akmal. Oh, dropped. Another one dropped. Kamran Akmal has lived a charmed life, but I think he richly deserves it.
Yeah, well, he's hit that one a million miles in the air. That one has only just got there. They're difficult chances. This is the one. It's carrying, but you've got to take them, don't you? Flanagan, he's taken a beauty in that super over in Dubai, didn't he? But it's all running Akmal's way. Now he's 96.
Oh, yes! Got him! Hafiz's bowl. It's been a painful evening for the Qalandars with the ball, but something at long last working for Yasir and for Qalandars.
Too close to cut. The slider just skips on inside edge into his stumps. Hafiz has to depart. Yasir Shah gets another one. He's gone.
He limps and then he sprints. What's happening?
He was on one leg and then he's just sprinted normally. Oh, miracle. Lazarus. It's unbelievable. Watch this. He's got the limp on. He's like Darren. Oh no, that's the wicket. Sorry. He's got the limp on too.
That one keeping just a shade low and it's too close to cut. Hafiz, the last man dismissed for 27. Yeah, this is all what they need. Stroking the ball into the gap, picking up a single. 150 is raised. For the loss of 3 wickets, Zalmi, what a night they're having. Well, they had to qualify, and it appears as if they will be over the line.
Here we go. Hobble, hobble, hobble. I'm in trouble. Away. Oh! Well done. He's got it. It's a cramp. He's going to be playing in the next game if they get through. If he gets out now, maybe just a few nerves. You never know. If he gets out right now.
Oh, couldn't place it into the gap. Otherwise, that would have given him his 100. Once again, limping effort from him, but he's fine. He's okay. He wants that 100, doesn't he?
Next game, Islamabad United versus Karachi Kings. Karachi Kings need to win that. They want that second place and play in that first playoff.
Yeah, they can still get knocked out, Karachi Kings, if they lose by a wider margin than 15 runs, approximately. He's quick, he's slippery, all right. Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Well, we're talking, weren't we, off air before this game? It's a real chance for Islamabad to rest a couple of players, Sami, and get some players that haven't played in, and rotate the batting a little bit, use it as a bit of a warm-up game for the finals and a rest for a couple of the others. They've earned that right to do that. It'll just be interesting to see whether they do that or keep it pretty similar.
Crescendo is building up on 98. That's a pull shot, that's into the gap, and that's 100 for Kamran Akmal. Absolutely amazing innings. What a knock, what a night for him.
3 centuries in PSL, and Kamran Akmal now has 2 of them. He just loves PSL cricket. He's been fantastic. Square of the wicket, down the ground, and the second Pakistani to get 400s in T20 cricket after Ahmed Shahzad. But what a blistering knock it has been.
Absolutely brilliant. He's found form in this PSL at the right time. He's now going with it. He's riding a bit of luck, but he is batting in sensational fashion. It's incredible stuff from a little man who is just dynamite, and he's shifted the areas he's hitting, and that's changed his game.
Oh yeah, he can't do anything wrong tonight. Incredible innings. One great innings from Kamran Akmal. Once again in the top 2 list, but if they win tonight, Peshawar, they'll be there in the playoffs. Right, okay, right. Let me get this clear. If they win tonight, they go second, and if Karachi win tonight, they replace them as the number 2 side.
Here he is. This is the power package he's got, and it got off to the best start with the 20 or 19 off the first, and then he just kept lurching. He's gone down the ground. He's played brutal pull shots. They're the shots I like seeing. And then anything that was full and on leg stump, back live.
Oh, how good is that? Saad Naseem there has played a great pull shot for a 6.
Joins the party, does Saad Naseem, and fantastic connection. Wow, almost got used to Kamran Akmal hitting it in the crowd, but Saad Naseem have some of that.
Yeah, it's just rocketed off the bat. Amazing when you get yourself into that winning position, you can just run with it, and the momentum that Zalmi take into the finals is extraordinary now. They were off the boil, they lost their captain for a while. They are back, and they're back in a big way. They've had to do it when they've been up against the wall. So on the ropes, and they're pulling all the punches now.
No problems whatsoever. No hurls, no worries. They were dead sure that they will win this. They'll chase down this target. And it's the manner with which they've gone about scoring those runs. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Well, Akmal, he's the first wicketkeeper batsman in history to score 4 centuries in T20s, and that's now in front of de Kock 3 and Gilchrist 3.
But you almost have to back them to actually win this PSL now with the momentum that they've carried out. All knockout games they won.
Yeah, that's a square drive for a run. A complete performance by the Zalmis in front of a packed house. They have a lot of fan following here and all over Pakistan as well, all over the world, by the way, because Zalmis won the title first year and they've never looked back. Sorry, last year, not the first year. Edge and a 4. Scores a level.
Brilliant stuff, and this is the first time we've seen this sort of score get chased down as well, so that's how significant a run chase, and that's what we're talking about in terms of momentum and finding form at the right time. Someone like United, we'll see what they do if they shuffle things around just as a bit of an experiment, give guys a go, bat them up the order. As I say, they've earned the right to do that tonight if they want to, and rest a couple of their bowlers, but if they come off the boil, and this team has now found it running into the finals, they might be the favourites running to the final in Karachi. It's extraordinary what they've done.
Yeah, gets there with a lot of style. What a courageous run chase this has been. They were down and out and they've absolutely nailed this win. Class and character and poise all were on view tonight as Darren Semi gets inspirational and emotional. But it has been Kamran Akmal's night with the bat. Glorious innings, 100 when his team needed one. He laced that 100 with 11 fours and 7 sixes. One hell of an entertainment.